As the whole world knows by now, notorious right-wing Norwegian terrorist Anders Behring Breivik has been given 21 years in prison. And in addition to that, he has been declared sane. So they're saying that he doesn't have any mental health issues. He was declared sane, and he's getting 21 years in prison. Now, this is the man who admitted to killing 77 people while shooting up a labor youth camp, murdering 77 kids. And then also in a bombing in Oslo, attacking government building, wounding 240 people. Obviously, not all the woundings occurred there, not all the killings occurred there, but in total, 77 killings and 240 people wounded. All this done against the Norwegian government and the children of the Labour Party, because he felt that they were allowing the country to be Islamicized and that Muslims were taking over and were controlling the government and destroying his country. Now, the prosecutors had actually called for an insanity ruling, that he must have been insane to do all this and that he was nutsoid, but the 5 judges unanimously agreed that he was not insane and that he was of sound mind. He's not insane, he's just really, really hateful. Now, he has been convicted of terrorism and premeditated murder. He got the maximum 21 years. However, he can be kept in there longer if he is deemed a danger to society. So, personally, in my view, I don't think he's probably ever going to leave. I think he's going to maintain his belief that, because he has stood by them the entire time, saying that Muslims are taking over, this is the Islamization of Europe, and we're all going to be living under Sharia law at any moment. And he genuinely really does believe this. I've not read, but I've skimmed through his 1,500-page manifesto, because 1,500 pages is just too much to read. Now, he certainly does believe that, and I personally don't think he's insane either. I just think he's a really, really hateful person, and he really believes what he's doing. So I give him credit for standing by his beliefs. Now, he said he would not accept an insanity, a conviction based on insanity. He said that the thought that he was insane was entirely insulting to him, and I can certainly understand that. If you have a belief that you hold so much, that is so okay, let's say, for lack of a better term, radical, you are not going to want to be thought of as insane. And like I said, I don't think he is insane. I think it's very, very important that he not be declared insane, so that we can really see what this is, and that the public can see what this really is. This is not the act of some loony. This is an act of a group of people that do exist in this world, that do want violence against people because of what race they are and because of what religion they are. To declare him insane is to basically take those people and just write them off as loonies. They're not loonies. They are real people that really hate other people and are a danger to the public. Now, obviously, I'm not versed in the history of terrorism in Norway, because it's just not one of the areas I have. But I would think that that was actually pretty big there, and that there were, in terms of any terrorism that actually occurred in Norway, I would tend to think that the highest would be right-wing terrorism, because I don't see much terrorism would be coming out of the left, or anything else for that matter. But I would tend to believe that the right-wing are probably the major supply of any terrorism that might or might not even be going on in the history of Norway. Again, I'm not an expert on Norway. I don't know Norwegian history or anything like that. I just think that it's good that we need to recognize that this is not the act of a handyman, not the act of a crazy person. This is an act of an ideology. This is white supremacy. This is Christian fundamentalism, and they are terrorist ideologies.